Ukrainian drones drop grenades destroy 170 Group Wagner Russian entrenched Bakhmut. In a drone's footage shows Ukrainian troops dropping bombs on position Russian Wagner troopers in foxholes with eliminated some Russian soldiers. The images show Ukrainian troops bombing back at Russian Wagner targets in Bakhmut during the brutal bloody battle. This footage released by the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine shows several large explosions erupting. At the moment, drones play a vital role in the war in Ukraine. Ukrainian troops fighting using drones in large numbers to attack the Russian Wagner group, which is hiding and taking cover in trenches frontline Bakhmut. One of the drone operator troops, their role as roving intelligence collectors puts them at the epicenter of resistance against the Russian invasion. Drones flown by Ukrainian special forces capture image of a group of Russian soldiers gathered in a trench, and the footage has been shared the whole world to witness the battle live. Ukrainian troops demonstrated the potential of loitering ammunition in ground and air conflicts on the front line of Bakhmut. Ukrainian drones dropped grenades on Russian Wagner troops in a frozen trench where troops were hiding near Bakhmut. This is the shocking moment a Ukrainian drone dropped grenades on Russian soldiers in a stark warning to invading forces. The footage appears to show the unmanned military flyer dropping grenades on Russian soldiers in a trench. In another region, Ukrainian Marines also destroy a Russian BMP tank with anti-tank missiles, and Ukrainian Marine Artillery and the 55th Artillery Brigade posted footage of them ambushing and destroying a column of Russian armored personnel carriers. They said they used Stugna anti-tank missiles and portable artillery to attack the column in footage posted in May. After the first BMP was hit, its crew fled and the vehicle started to burn. However, the infantrymen dismounted from the following vehicles as Ukrainian artillery began bombarding the column. The two abandoned vehicles were also eventually destroyed by Stugna missiles. While Ukrainian soldiers fire long-range missiles from a modified pickup truck and tearing the Russian troop shelter into pieces, this footage released by separate brigade of the Ukrainian armed forces. Meanwhile, the battle for the Ukrainian-held city of Bakhmut has become a focal point of Russia's nearly year-long war against its neighbors. Like no previous battle, a disproportionate share of the fighting and deaths on the Russian side were none absent other than Wagner's group, one of the Russian mercenaries led by Yevgeny Prigozhin. However, Russia has relied heavily on efforts from the notorious Wagner group. But Yevgeny Prigozhin is now suggesting that his private army of mercenaries may soon be abandoning the fight. The move could change the course of what has become the war's longest and bloodiest battle. Some of Ukraine's Western military backers have pushed for Kyiv to give up on its defense of the war-torn city, arguing it comes at too high a cost and offers too little strategic value. Wagner's withdrawal, however, suggests that Ukraine's risky decision to stay may be paying off, Russia experts told Insider. "I do think the Ukrainians were right to stay and fight," said Rajan Menon, a non-resident scholar in the Russia and Eurasia program at the Carnegie Endowment for International Peace, a Washington-based think tank. Bakhmut, which had a pre-war population of over 73,000 people and is located in the occupied Donetsk region, has been the focal point for brutal and intense fighting for months amid what continues to be a grinding war of attrition with relatively static front lines. Wagner Group mercenaries have played a key role in Russia's campaign to capture Bakhmut, fighting alongside members of Moscow's regular military, but this campaign has proven to be extremely costly for all involved. Russia-backed forces, which include Wagner, have suffered tens of thousands of casualties in what Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff General Mark Milley has referred to as a slaughterfest for Moscow. In the same day, Ukraine's Air Force claimed to have downed a Russian hypersonic missile over Kyiv using newly acquired American Patriot defense systems, the first known time the country has been able to intercept one of Moscow's most modern missiles. In a post that the Kinzhal-type ballistic missile had been intercepted in an overnight attack on the Ukrainian capital. It was also the first time Ukraine is known to have used the Patriot defense systems. Air Force Commander Mykola Oleshchuk said, the Kh-47 missile was launched by a MiG-31K aircraft from the Russian territory and was shot down with a Patriot missile. The Kinzhal is one of the latest and most advanced Russian weapons. The Russian military says the air-launched ballistic missile has a range of up to 2,000 kilometers, about 1,250 miles, and flies at 10 times the speed of sound, making it hard to intercept. The Ukrainian military has previously admitted lacking assets to intercept the Kinzhals. They were saying that the Patriot is an outdated American weapon, and Russian weapons are the best in the world, Air Force spokesman Yuri Inat said. Ukraine's. Well, there is confirmation that it effectively works against even a super hypersonic missile, Inat said. He also said successfully intercepting the Kinzhal is a slap in the face for Russia. Ukraine took its first delivery of the Patriot missiles in late April. It has not specified how many of the systems it has or where they have been deployed, but they are known to have been provided by the United States, Germany, and the Netherlands. Germany and the US have acknowledged each sending at least one system, and the Netherlands has said it has provided two, though it is not clear how many are currently in operation.